Welcome to the channel. My name is Brian Kingsbury. Today we're going to do another Brian Reads the News segment. This one is coming to us from entertainment.howstuffworks.com. It's titled 10 Fascinating Facts About Michael Jordan. It's by Johnny Hughes. It says here, Michael Jordan is one of the most famous basketball players in history. He was a dominant player in the NBA and won 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls. He also won 2 Olympic gold medals as a member of the United States men's national basketball team. Jordan was known for his incredible athleticism and his ability to make difficult shots look easy. He is considered by many to be the greatest basketball player of all time. He has inspired millions of people to play basketball, and this includes all of this generation's best stars. In the discussion of the greatest of all time, he is the first name thrown into the ring, and he is always the one of the last greats are compared to. Those who were fortunate enough to follow him during his career will have vivid memories and remember his phenomenal ability, as well as his fierce competitiveness. Away from the hardwood, MJ is a businessman and brand, and there are dozens of strings to his bow, which make him a fascinating individual. We're going to start at number 10 and count down to number 1. The 10th fascinating thing about Michael Jordan is for a game in 1990, he wore number 12. In all of sports, Jordan's number 23 has become so iconic that you see athletes choosing that number despite playing a completely different sport. The number is synonymous with his airness, but is not the only number he wore during his career. It is common knowledge that he temporarily wore 45 after returning from playing basketball. This was due to his 23 being retired. These are not the only numbers he wore in his pro career, however. And in one game in 1990, he was forced to wear a nameless number 12 jersey. This was on a road game against the Orlando Magic, and prior to the game, someone had managed to get into the locker and steal his number 23 jersey. As it turns out, Jordan plays better when he is mad, as he dropped 49 points that game, but the Magic would emerge victorious. Fascinating fact number 9, he holds the record for career regular season and playoff scoring average. Michael Jordan enjoyed 15 seasons in the NBA, and he was incredibly consistent even after returning from retirement, although he would understandably slow down and somewhat when in Washington. Although much more than just a scorer, it was his ability to put the ball in the hoop that made him such a feared player. He holds the record for regular season scoring average with a mammoth 30.12 points per game, as well as the playoff record with an astonishing 33.45 points per game. A truly great scorer will be able to adjust and score in a number of different ways, and Jordan is a great example of this, as he developed a near unstoppable post game once he lost some of his speed and explosiveness. This enabled him to continue scoring throughout his career and helped him to average more than the likes of LeBron, Kobe, Iverson, Shaq, Bird, Wilkins, and even Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. Fascinating fact number 8, he donated his first-year Wizards salary to 9/11 relief efforts. Many NBA fans would like to ignore the fact that Jordan came out of retirement for a second time and joined the Washington Wizards. Stepping away after the 1998 finals would have been the perfect end, but his comeback did bring a lot of positives to basketball, America, and the entire world. He announced his return shortly after the September 11th attacks, and he would also announce that his first year salary would be donated entirely to the relief efforts. This included $900,000 to different organizations involved with the relief efforts, and $100,000 to the children who lost their parents. Although it was an injury-plagued season for MJ, his return did provide some much-needed positivity to the world of sport, and he proved he was still a top player by leading the Wizards in points, 22.9 points per game, assists 5.2 assists per game, and steals 1.42 steals per game. Fascinating fact number 7, he has a phobia of water. Given how much Michael Jordan has achieved in his career, you would think that fear is something that he does not feel. Countless times Jordan stepped up and took the big shots and excelled so many times. While he may have no fears on the hardwood, this is not the case off the court. Turns out that he is human after all and knows the feeling of fear well. Jordan has a fear of the water, which stemmed from a tragic accident during his childhood. He saw a good friend of his drown when he got sucked into the undertow, and this understandably scarred him for life. Shortly after, Jordan almost drowned while at a basketball camp, and he was a phobia ever since. He has somewhat overcome his fear, but he admits he's still feeling uncomfortable when on a small boat or near big waters of water. Fascinating fact number 6, he once recorded 10 triple-doubles in 11 games. As this list demonstrates, most of the astonishing statistics in relation to MJ are to do with his scoring ability. He could also excel in other areas as well, and this is most evident in the 1988-89 season. In this campaign, the Bulls would experiment with Jordan in the point guard role, similar to how LeBron is often utilized. Although his role did not work out too well in terms of victories, it proved that Jordan could be an elite point guard if he wanted to. In an 11-game stretch, Jordan posted an incredible 10 triple-doubles, which saw him averaging a breathtaking 33.6 points per game, 10.8 rebounds per game, and 11.4 average assists per game. In the sole game he did not post a triple-double, he posted a stat line that any player would be more than thrilled to register with 40 points, 11 assists, and 7 rebounds. He also led the league in scoring that season. Fascinating fact number 5, he has 5 children from 2 marriages. Unlike many professional athletes, Michael Jordan has always lived a somewhat private life as best he can. In 1989, he married Juanita Vinoy, and they had 3 children together, Jeffrey Michael, Marcus James, and Jasmine. They would divorce in 2006, and at the time it was the largest celebrity divorce on record, with Vinoy receiving $168 million. In 2011, MJ proposed to his longtime girlfriend, Cuban model Yvette Prieto, and the pair married in 2013. Jordan would have her sign a prenuptial agreement. A year later, Prieto gave birth to identical twins, Victoria and Isabel. While Jordan was done with his best to keep his private life just that, there has inevitably been a lot of attention surrounding his sons and whether they would follow in their father's footsteps. Marcus played for UCF Knights, but would leave the team while Jeffrey played at Illinois before switching to join his brother. Fascinating fact number 4, he is the only athlete who is a billionaire. In addition to being the greatest player to ever grace the hardwood and one of the most marketed athletes of all time, his Airnets is also an entrepreneur and global brand. Each year he earns a staggering amount of money, and this comes from his Air Jordan brand, his partnership with Nike, entrepreneurial ventures including a car dealership and number of restaurants, and still earns more in endorsements than current NBA stars. He is also the principal owner and chairman of the Charlotte Hornets, and after increasing his stake in the Hornets in 2014, he became the only billionaire athlete according to Forbes. Technically, he is not the first athlete to join the billionaire club, as Tiger Woods was named the first in 2009, just 2 months before his cheating scandal. This caused Woods to lose many sponsors, and consequently he lost his billionaire label. Fascinating fact number 3, he won a league best 10 scoring titles. It is no secret that Michael Jordan knows how to score the ball. He could blow by defenders for a dunk or a layup in traffic. He could drain shots from behind the arc, pull up for a mid-range jump shot, and he also had perhaps the best post-up game for a guard that the game has ever seen. This meant that defenders had to pick their poison, as most games he was going to get his share of points. In his 15 seasons, MJ won an incredible 10 scoring titles, which is a league best. He also managed 7 of these consecutively from 1986 to 1993, with Wilt Chamberlain the only player to manage this. Additionally, each year that the Bulls won the title, Jordan was also scoring champion that year. His highest scoring year was the 1986-87 season, when he averaged a jaw-dropping 37.1 points per game. Fascinating fact number 2, he is the only player to win the scoring title and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. Due to his amazing ability on the offensive end, it is often forgotten that Jordan was an elite defender. His ability on both ends of the floor ensured that it is going to be a difficult evening for whoever he matched up with. And this was particularly true in a historic 1987-88 season. He became the only ever player to win the scoring title, a whopping 35 points per game, and the Defensive Player of the Year award in the same season, averaging a league-high 3.16 steals per game and 1.6 blocks per game. Inevitably, he also took home the MVP award that season. Throughout history, there have been many great scorers of the ball, but they often do not put the same effort in on the defensive end. Similarly, the defensive player of the game is often very limited offensively, and Jordan's ability to excel in both areas is what makes him such a great player. And finally, fascinating fact number 1, in 6 final series, he averaged 33.6 points per game and won every series. When you are debating who is the greatest of all time you need to look at their ability on the big stage. Michael Jordan has a breathtaking statistics in the NBA Finals, and a quick comparison with Kobe and LeBron, who he is often most compared to, shows that it is the Bulls legend who excelled the most in the finals. In 15 seasons, Jordan made it to the finals 6 times and played 35 games and won each series. Over these 35 games, he averaged a remarkable 33.6 points per game and never less than 22. Kobe has made 7 appearances and won 5, putting up 25.3 points per game. James has appeared 10 times and won 4 times, averaging 28.4 points per game. Of course, you have to look a little deeper than these statistics and the circumstances, but there has been no player that has risen to the challenge more than Jordan. Alright, there you have it, another successful Brian Reads the News segment. Again, 10 fascinating facts about Michael Jordan. What do you guys think? Did you guys know all that stuff? A lot of interesting facts and figures. Again, this one is put out on entertainment.howstuffworks.com if you want to check it out for yourself. Not a lot of photos, just a bunch of stats and figures. Kind of fun to read over that one and learn a little bit more about the great Michael Jordan. What do you think? Is Jordan the best? Or is LeBron or Kobe the top of your list? Put it in the comment section. Let me know. I'd be interested to hear from you. If you like these sort of fact-based videos, we do have much more up on my channel. Here's a look at my channel, real easy to find, just simply my name, Brian Kingsbury, up there on YouTube. We have 1.18 thousand subscribers and 4.8 thousand videos. So go on up there, watch a few videos, and do me a huge favor right now. Give this one a big thumbs up. Hit that big thumbs up button. Smash that button. If you like these types of videos, think about subscribing, whether or not you want to subscribe and receive these videos in the future. When you hit that subscription button and ring that notification bell, you'll receive notifications of each video when they drop. So thanks again for watching this one to the very end. I'm Brian Kingsbury. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.